Well, hello. Welcome on in, Justin and Legend. Good to see you too. And for all of you who are going to be joining in, welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. No,
Hi!
Hi! Sunday. Today's Sunday. I know my days. Hi, guys. It's good to see you. Is that really loud or is it just me? I feel like it's really loud. I mean, I'm louder than it is, so it should be fine. But just in case. I don't know that I did absolutely anything there. Hi! Legend says I want pink pineapple. Aw. We got 100% with the 2 votes to no. You have not tried pink pineapple before. Well, let's see if we get more votes. No, 3 votes and still 100% no. Dang it. Wow, so many people. I know at least one person has had pink pineapple in the community before. Ember, hello. It's good to see you. How are you? It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Legend says, oh, I use Canva for my next YouTube video for tomorrow. Heck yeah! Thumbnail is okay, but it'll get better. They're already amazing. So I am excited to see how you get better than amazing. It's good to see you guys. I know I keep on saying that, but it genuinely is good to just, I don't know, be with you guys, hang out. Justice's pink pineapple sounds interesting. It's definitely something. We've got 4 people here. I think that's a good time to reveal the pink pineapple that I have. Like, are you guys seeing this? It's like a very pale pink. I'll see if I can get the color match over in MS Paint. So it's almost like a light pink, almost orangey vibe. There we go. I don't know why MS Paint refuses to be working, but this is about the color it is in real life. The center is a little darker and the outside is a little paler, but overall it's kind of that pink cooked salmon vibe. And I have to say it tastes exactly like normal pineapple. I don't know what the hype is except for it's pink. It's a little spicier than normal pineapple, I guess. You know how pineapple has that protein bromelain, which digests your digestive enzymes? I feel like this has more of that. Oh my gosh. That was such a juicy bite. I'm so sorry if you have misophonia. I was trying not to drip it on my keyboard. I'm so sorry. If you bite into it, it's just the same color. That's interesting because it looks much lighter. It's good that it doesn't taste that different, I guess. Here we thought it would be sweeter. I know, I think it's supposed to be sweeter. But who knows? Anyways, I found that at a local specialty food shop. And it intrigued me. I've had it once or twice before, a couple years ago, and then a couple years before that. It's like once every 3 years. I'm like, let me try this again. Maybe it's different. And every single time, it's just pineapple. Spicy pineapple, yeah. Ember says, is it as juicy as a regular pineapple? So I got it pre-cut. So I don't know. I would say it's basically just a normal pineapple, just a little spicier. Yeah. I don't know. I was not anticipating the pineapple being spicy. But how are we doing? How is everyone feeling today? Ember, Legend, Justin. It's good to see you guys. I keep on saying that, but it is still true. It is still true. Before we get started with the chaos of MS Paint, let's pray. Thank you, God, for today. Thank you for Justin and Legend and Ember. I pray that you bless them and keep them in your love, and that anyone who comes onto stream or is on the VODs, that you would just bless them and remind them of your love for them. Thank you, God. Amen. All right. Guys, we voted apparently for chaos. We voted for chaos. I just have to let it be known. I gave options. I was expecting maybe like Minecraft, maybe Terraria, but we voted for MS Paint. And I don't know if you guys realized that it was going to be MS Paint or what. I feel like it was kind of self-explanatory in the sense that, you know, it's really bad drawings. But we're doing MS Paint, you guys. I'm gonna get warmed up with some of that pineapple. Gonna draw the pineapple. And then as you guys request different things, I will draw it for you guys. Sound good? Yeah, that sounds amazing. Great, I'm so glad. Everest is not doing too bad. Hope you're doing well today too, Lily. Thanks for the prayer as usual. Thanks for joining me. They are just as yellow and green on the outside as a typical pineapple. I do think they're a bit smaller, but it is a very interesting kind of vibe. Because you still... there are some brown bits. And they kind of go across. So it's almost like they cut the pineapple in half and then sliced it, which is weird. But I guess that's how pineapples work. It's just, I would have sliced it. I don't know how I would have sliced it. I'm imagining them slicing it vertically. So like the way you would cut an apple around the core. But then I'm thinking that does make sense because pineapples have a core just like apples do. And then I realized that there is a core that I had to bite around. So they didn't do that. They did what I originally was thinking I should do. So I don't know. I think I'm just feeling like judging people for their pineapple cutting prowess. Oh, hello, Mr. Conductor Bro. Hi, Lily. I made it. How are you? I'm doing all right. It's good to see you guys. Welcome on in. Thanks for coming. Justin says, I know, an angry little pasta, because that sounds funny. All right. So, we are going to have a little running note of all the things to the side. A little angry pasta. And whoever votes for it is going to have it signed to them. So this one is to chat. It's my gift to all y'all. And then I'm going to give my... authentic signature. And we just need a little more because it's a little bit of green in this pineapple. Ember says, Lily, in a judgy how pineapple is cut mood kind of day. I am. That sounds quotable. That sounds quotable. Today, I am feeling quite tired. I went to church, but I didn't sleep well before church because I was hyper-focused on something, and I stayed up till 3, and then I was serving at church at 8:30 in the morning, so didn't get as much sleep as I would have liked to, but we made it through. And I am here today to tell you that church went well. We had what we call a one-service Sunday, where instead of multiple services, we just had everybody together in one service so that we can have community and stuff. And some people like it. I get overstimulated with it. But nevertheless, we persisted. And we survived. Is how I will end that. I did have some symptoms while I was at church, so I am quite tired right now as a result. So stream's just gonna be a little more chill, maybe a little shorter than normal, but that's okay. Sometimes stream just be like that, you know? Sometimes you pop on and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna show up for what I can, and that's okay. Legend says, commission, a snake sleeping around a watermelon. Justice says, oh gosh, buddy. I like the commission, Legend. And I am doing alright, Justin. I am taking care of myself, and I was with people... I was with people who were able to help take care of me as well. So it all ended up being all right. What else have I been up to? I went to the movies. I saw Mandalorian and Grogu. It was the first Star Wars movie I recall watching. Technically, I watched 3 or 4 movies when I was 18, but that's also a year for which I have amnesia, so I don't know that that counts. But here is your beautiful, beautiful piece of art, you guys. We're gonna save it, and we're gonna go pink, pineapple, bam, and we're gonna create a new one. Alright, what was the commission? Snake sleeping around a watermelon. Oops. Alright, first up though, we have a little angry pasta. So, we are going to put this in red, and I'm gonna dress this to cozy. To cozy. This is basically Gartic Phone, to be honest. If I'm feeling up to it, I might just host a Gartic stream today. Because that is also very bad digital art. Justin says, that's a mood, showing up for what you can, take it easy. Emery says, no worries, buddy, do what you can and don't push yourself. I thought you looked a bit more tired anyhow. Yeah, I didn't have the energy to set up my background. But I did eat something today, and I'm proud of myself for that. Alright, a little angry pasta. Wait. Who was this? Yes, that was Justin. Okay. A little angry pasta. I can do that. I might, you know what? I might have to. I'm just going to take note of Oh, how do I move things? Ah, that's how. Anyways, I am going to take note over here what has been ordered, if you will. Oop. So I'm thinking like a little brown. We're gonna go for a little elbow macaroni. Right? Just like a hollow C. Or like 2 in parentheses. And then we're gonna do some highlights. So we're gonna go just a little higher. We're gonna go, wow! And then we're gonna go a little thinner. Keep on forgetting the controls are on the other side. Wow! And then we're also gonna give it a little shadow. Yay! Woo! Woo! And then also woo! And then woo! And then I realized that we want to color pick, right? Color pick. I don't know how to color pick. I'll be real. I don't remember how to color pick. So we're just gonna do this. We're gonna try and make some depth with lines. I'm sure this will work perfectly. Empress is gorgeous. Thank you. Jay's here. Jay says, hey y'all, I'm on mute because I'm fighting the Ender Dragon in Minecraft soon. Hello. Good luck. Good. Fighting against the Ender Dragon. Good job. You got this. Legend says you're doing wonderful, Lily. Thank you. Hopefully Jay understood that. Interpretive dance of a response. Empress is King and Ida together. Okay. I'm just taking track of all the things. I am going to take Jay's comment about fighting the Ember Dragon. Ember, did you know you're a dragon and Jay's fighting you right now? Congrats on your job promotion, I guess? I don't know. I'm gonna do Blue Jay fighting an Ember Dragon now. Jay and Ember, question mark? Hey, somebody's had pink pineapple before. Let's go. All right, so we've got a little bit of the pasta, right? It's not very creepy pasta, but that's okay. That's not what we were going for. Ooh, that's too thick. We want the pasta thick, but not all our lines should be thick, you know? Sometimes it just be like that. Alright. So we've got our pasta. Kind of looks like a peanut, but that's okay. Ember says, I am? I've always wanted to be a dragon. Legend says, that's funny, commission. Thank you, thank you. Alright, Cozy, I'm gonna give this green eyes. Actually, no, I'm gonna give red eyes. And it's gonna be angry fire. Right? So we're just gonna have flames on this little pasta. Because it's an angry little pasta, you know? The pasta is just angry. It is so angry. It wants justice. It got left out of fighting the Ember Dragon. Little did it know it's because it's going to be fighting the cozy legend of seats, beard, dinner table, and it's going to lose, unfortunately. That's why it was commissioned, because they're about to eat the pasta that is so sad. But also masking it as anger, because did you guys know that anger is actually like a secondary emotion? Or so they say. I'm gonna do yellow in the middle. I'm almost doing like a lemon drop here. I don't know why, but I'll take it. And then just some pupil. I feel like things should have a pupil, you know? And then let's do an upset face. And then in red, let's do that one symbol that everybody knows is like angry or upset. Basically, it's the angry, upset emoji that Legend always makes when Hermie doesn't fall in love with her husband for the 5 millionth time. Alright, we've got an angry little pasta. Just for cozy. And I'm going to sign this one as well. And we're going to sign it in purple. Star M. And bam. You have got a custom art from yours truly, Neurodivergent Lily. Angry little pasta cozy. Alright. Justice's angry pasta lore. I love it. Empress says, aw, me Legend, no. Why you no fall in love with me, Justin? No. Alright, next commission was a snake sleeping around a watermelon. That's gonna be really cute, but also a little difficult, but I'm up for the challenge. You may be wondering, how is that difficult? They're all green, and they're just shapes. You're right, that's why it's gonna be hard. But that's okay, because not everything has to be green. Even though I love me a green snake, I made a whole YouTube video about how cute green snakes are. You know what? We're gonna have a nice black garter snake because they're sweet. And I don't remember what it said. I need to do the text. Snake sleeping around a watermelon. There we go. We've got that. And then we're gonna go green. 2. Legend. Did it require 100% of my brain cells to type in legend by hand? Yes, yes it did. Alright, so the thing about watermelons is they've got stripes of different green. And if I knew how to use MS Paint, I would do something with that. However, I don't. So, we're gonna try an airbrush. And we're gonna try and... Ooh, I like that better. I like the airbrush much better. Justin says, it's so funny, Ember, on Legend streams. Ember says, snakes aren't always green. Exactly. Sometimes they're bright red and coral. Those are typically not the best. Sometimes they're orange and they're corn snakes, and they are sweethearts. One time, I came home after a long day, and it was a really tiring day, right? I was ready to just take a shower, go to bed, and I opened my bedroom door to find a orange snake at my door, and it slithered on in, and I was like, hey bro, you're not paying rent, why are you in here? And the snake was like, my bad bro, it's just cold outside. So I was like, okay, well, I sleep where you're trying to sleep, and I'd rather sleep alone if that's okay. And the snake was like, oh, bet, okay. So I picked up the snake and I took it outside, and that was that. And then my dogs found out after the fact because they were a little clueless. So I think snakes are adorable. Just to clear that up. And then let's get some dark green spiral things in here. Those aren't spirals, but they are now. Oh, and did I mention the rule for the stream? You can't reference anything. This is all from memory, right? Because if I could reference things, then I would have feedback on how I'm doing. And that wouldn't make it very horrible, now would it? We want this to be funny, so I don't get to reference things at all. Legend says, bravo! I say thank you. Ember says, sometimes snakes are albino and adorable. I say that because there's this pet albino snake I watched named Tofu. Oh, that's so cute! Yeah, snakes actually have a lot of really cool genetics that lead to albinism, but then also there's something called delayed melanin depository syndrome or something. Let me see if I can look it up. Melanin deposit snake. Pigmentation? Wild melanistic? Melanistic snake? Yeah. So a melanistic snake has a genetic mutation causing an overproduction of melanin, resulting in a completely black or nearly black appearance. This offers distinct survival advantages, mainly for thermoregulation in cold environments. Which is funny because we have a lot of snakes like this in Florida. But if I bring this back over and I look up what snake has fun patterns. Melanistic. Yeah. So the eastern hognose snake has some fun coloration that reveals itself after it grows up because the melanin fades off and the red reveals. Hognoses are those cute little guys that when you like poke or prod them or pick them up, they just play dead. And they'll play dead like 5 million times in a row. It's adorable. Legend says that's an awesome watermelon. Justin says, I've seen some of those tofu videos, Ember. Tofu is so cute. Ember says, aw, nice, Justin. Tofu is precious. Though his whole arc is about not liking Markiplier for an unknown reason is oddly hilarious. Yay! Snake lesson with Lily. With all of that said, about snakes and whatnot, I think we can definitely get a snake in here. Let's just do a standard brush. And Do we go black or black? I don't know. Let's do... not that small. Let's wrap the snake around. Right? And then we'll make it a little thicker. And then we need some highlights at some point, but I think I do want to do like some sort of like, there's the tail, right? Okay, that sucked. That was not what I wanted. That's honestly disappointing, but that's okay. And then we can do a little lighter. And then we go like this. And then we get a nice little diamond almost for the face. Let's go a little lighter. Let's give it a little lighter face so that it stands out more. The value, I guess, is about the same as the green behind it, maybe a little darker, so that's a little disappointing, but that's okay. And then, so this is one half of the diamond, and then the other half of the diamond goes back. It's a little darker. I've not actually seen a snake since that one situation in my room, but that's all right. I don't think they want to be seen anyways. All right. I've got a nice gray outline for this. I can't fill it in because of all that color behind from the watermelon, but that's okay. As long as I do a nice little outline. I only have to be careful once. Then I can go thicker. And because I have so much space on either side, and just fill it in willy-nilly. Yay! And then we can go back to the grays. Make it a really light gray. And make it a really small. And we'll give them little slits. Little nose. And then nice little, let's do a little stripe down the back. I don't know what kind of snake it's gonna be, but you know, it's okay. And now we get to do a white, thicker Z, Z, Z. And then we'll do like a yellow? Blue? I don't know. I don't know. Bam. And we've got a snake curled up around a watermelon. Sleeping. Haha. Star M. Snake sleeping around a watermelon. Legend. Justin says snack is adorable. Thank you. Alright. New painting. Precious neck and watermelon. Heck yeah. All right, next one, we've got King and Eda together. Now that we're getting into the characters, we've warmed up with some basic objects. I even technically cheated for this watermelon, or this is not a watermelon, this is a pineapple. I even technically cheated for this one because I had it as a reference, right? But now we're getting into character art, and oh boy, that can be a little complicated. So I'm going to take a bite of emotional support pineapple. All right. Oh, that's not a napkin. I thought that was a napkin. It was in fact money. That's awkward. Pro tip, cash, not a napkin. Woo! Precious neck and watermelon, gotta do that art warm-ups. Heck yeah. All right. King and Eda together. You guys know me. I love the Owl House with all of my heart, and I have spent a lot of my free time thinking and pondering and focusing on the Owl House. I've made countless videos. Truly, there is no other person better fit to have this fan art assigned to, aside from maybe the professional artists on the Owl House team. But I think we're gonna have some fun with this one, and I'm gonna not even be joking as I try my best and it still come out hilarious. So what we need to do, because her skin, Eda's pale, right? That's not gonna show up very well. We need to set a scene, right? So I'm thinking maybe the Boiling Isles beach, but that's a little complex. So what if we just do the Grom tree? So I think we have like a deep purpley blue, and then just bring it lighter. Okay. And that can be a nice background color. And then I think we've got a nice dark red vibe. This is gonna be the trunk. Ooh, not that red. I want more fuchsia, you know? Yeah, like that. We really want the background to ooze pink, cozy vibes, you know? That way Eda's dress is cohesive, but still red and not just blending in with the background, right? I'm gonna fill that in, because why not? And let's say we've got some nice pink. Let's get some pink in here. I can do some pink. We'll be like a weeping willow sort of tree, you know? Willow's weeping over how cute her friends are, you know? That makes sense, I think. And then have a nice little area surrounded by this tree that is just pink petals, everything. One, because they saw Legends Minecraft playthrough and went, yep, I want to do this. Second, because have you seen the amount of leaves on that tree? It's a lot. Emma says, do whatever you can. The style and poses, if any, are up to you. Why, thank you. Legend says, another idea, a water cup pouring over a dessert. That way you don't dehydrate. Adding that to the list. Water cup pouring over the dessert. I'm guessing you meant desert? And that's from Legend. Legend! Alright. So now, we're gonna have Eda I think she has like, oh, not that much. Yeah, she's got a bright red suit. It's not this obnoxiously red, but it is quite red. See, this is where we want color theory to pop on in with its logic, because technically I think it's more along this color, but that's too dark. So we're going the obnoxious orangey red, right? And then we're gonna go just a slightly darker red for her arms, holding King. I'm thinking this is gonna be like season 1 vibes. Mostly because I don't feel like all of the feathers that the Harpyeta form would require. Alright. So now we've got her legs. There we go. Oh, I found the eyedropper tool. Let's go. So this is just going to conveniently drop down below where it does canonically, because I don't feel like drawing a leg. Actually, that looks really weird. We're drawing a leg. So this leg goes like this, and then like this, and then the dress goes something, oh, not like that, like this. There we go. And then we're gonna get King. So King is dark gray, right? He's got cute fur and horns and ears, I think. And he's also got like a skull jaw. We're gonna make him Sleepy King. All right, and then I think his legs literally just dangle. I think it's literally just dark gray. Not that dark gray. Maybe this dark gray? Yeah. Alright. This is fine. This is fine. Legend says desert. Oops. No worries. Give her a nice yellow jewel. Let's give him a yellow safety onesie, shall we? And then gonna get that gray again. And we're gonna get his arms dangling. Because this is definitely King and not a moose. Legend says, that is 100% king. Well, I see nothing that isn't king. Adorable onesie. Thank you. This is definitely not the moose from the backyardigans. This is absolutely king. I'm glad you agree with me 100% because there is no other way to interpret this drawing than the correct way, which is the fact that this is, in fact, king. And I am now working on Ida, which I think is surprisingly going much better, even though humans are, like, canonically much harder. I don't think her face is supposed to be that narrow. That's okay. We can just fill it in further. And then she's got gray hair. And it kind of goes back. And then she's got another hair. And her hair kind of goes like that. Yeah, that's Ida's hair. For sure. Yeah. And then... yeah. For sure. And then... I definitely remember what her face looks like. Yep. She's got... eyes. She's got a nose. She's got a mouth, but she's also got a golden tooth. And then I think she's got like golden eyes or something. Yeah. Eyebrows. And then we can't forget her boots. Am I projecting the fact that she has boots? Absolutely. Because I had a cosplay for her and I wore boots for it. The only thing I need to do now, really, is to just make sure that I draw in some of the boundary lines for her arms. Make sure it's clear that her arms are doing arm things, you know? And then I think we're good. I think we officially have... King and Ida together. And this is... we're just gonna go in the same exact color. 2. I can spell your name, Ember. Ember. From Star M. That's my signature. Yippee! I did it! Ember says, I'm not legend, but I am a dragon. Roar! Alright, and then this is... King and Ida together. Ember! Mwahaha! Alright, next up we have Blue Jay fighting an Ember Dragon. Ember says, yay, thank you, you're so welcome. Aren't you guys glad you tuned in and got these priceless art commissions? I'm gonna share the first... oh! Not there. Not there. Somebody had a turtle. Did you guys see that? I'm gonna pop these things in art in our channel here. We're going to upload files and we're gonna go to Seagate. We're gonna go uploads in general. And we're gonna get all of these cute little things. We're gonna upload them to the Discord so you guys can take them for yourselves. Oh my goodness. Justin says, cooking with garlic, buddy. I need some of your nearly 3 pounds of it. You got it. You got it, Justin. Just, you know, cross national flight coming right up. Here you go. Let me pour it into chat. You got all that garlic? Ember says another idea that's a bit simpler, lol, is a horse in the desert. Oh, Ember, bless your heart. You think a horse is simple. You would be right. You'll see how wonderful I am at a horse in the desert. My dude, I'm great at horses. I have the most accurate horse anatomy skills in the world. So amazing that we have to wait until we finish the other inspirations. So, real quick, let's put this in here. Blue Jay fighting an Ember Dragon. And... alright. So this one, I'm going to need to reference you guys' profile pictures. Well, I kind of already know. Okay, so, let's start out with the obvious, right? We've got a black background. Which means that what I did here was pointless. Hold up. Let's fix this. Let's do this in white. Yay! Perfect. So now we have that. Ember says, I'm sorry, I got artist brain on the brain. I say as I also have never drawn a horse myself. Okay, instead of a horse, it's a cactus or a fennec fox. Well, now you've mentioned all of those, I have to do all of those. So, horse, fennec fox, and a cactus in the desert. And I'm going to do all of that with a water cup running over it. To remind you guys to hydrate so you don't dehydrate. Alright? Alright. First off, we gotta do this end lore, okay? So, we're talking... Look, if you get really up close to it, right? You'll see... Ah! This is not... This is still Minecraft, okay? It's just, like... really far away, okay? So if you see any circles in here, just know that we're really far away in Minecraft, okay? It's just pixel art. This is the end stone, and then we have got the basically black, but slightly not black, just so that we can, in fact, I want to go blue with it. Not that dark. Like this blue. Yeah. We're gonna do towers. You would think because they're blue that they are on the Blue Jays side, but in fact, no. And then we're gonna have a nice big orange and kind of dark reddish pinkish sort of dragon. That's definitely what a dragon looks like. Uh-huh. Yep. And then... got that. And then the face... instead of a standard dragon face, this is a dragon, by the way. For those of you who are like, oh man, you know, that obviously looks like a dragon, but maybe because it's Microsoft Paint, it doesn't look like a dragon. It looks like a dragon, but it's not supposed to be a dragon. Don't worry. Everything that it looks like is exactly what it looks like. This is definitely what a dragon looks like. We're gonna try and put your character on it, which is like a lion. So we're gonna do like a snout and then a face. Uh-huh. That's what a lion looks like. I know. Yep. This is an ember dragon. Ember says that's gonna be a wild art piece. Oof. And Ember says, of course, that's a dragon without a doubt. Thank you. I'm so glad that you're stating the obvious here. We also have little ears that are white. And then there's like a snoot. We need a snoot. And then eyes. Uh-huh. And then details. We need details. So like the back of the ember dragon goes like this. And then it's got wings, right? And then this is what wings look like, actually. I know it kind of looks like abs, but it's not. Those are wings. It's a common misconception, actually. Yep, gorgeous. Gorgeous. And then Jessica says, ooh, another idea. A kangaroo doing a thumbs up. Wow, I'm getting so many commissions. I'm making so much money off of this. This is, of course, Monopoly money. Ember says, cute idea, Justin. Right? Yeah. Oh, we need to have little reflections in your eyes. All right, so this is the Ember Dragon, obviously. And then we're going to have a nice little blue jay. And you guys are fighting for some reason. Does anybody know why they're fighting? Was it over the last Hot Pocket? I think it is. I think it's over the last Hot Pocket. I think Justin calls Hot Pockets toasties. But everyone knows that Hot Pockets are the best. And so Jay was really counting on it, but Ember took one of them. And so now they are dueling over it. And that is the lore behind Blue Jay Bard and the Ember Dragon. And all I have to do is sign it. Let's do blue, because that's a common color here. Ember says, Jay, if you're still here, look at this beautiful art of me and you fighting, but I'm a dragon instead of the lion. Also, we're fighting because Jay's ending the Enders. Sorry, I mean Ember Dragon in Minecraft. That over a Hot Pocket. Lore! You know what? I forgot the Hot Pocket. Let me add it in. Let me add it in. Because usually the egg, which is like what the Ender Dragon is about, I don't know. Why would you fight the Ender Dragon over an egg when you could have something much more delicious? A Hot Pocket. So we're gonna do this. Not that. Do this. And then like this. And then we're gonna go. And then it's like smoking hot because the Ember Dragon just toasted it. Fight to the death. Not the death, but fight to the Hot Pocket. For sure. Mwahaha. Legend says, how about a smiling pizza? All right. Blue Jay fighting an Ember Dragon over Hot Pocket in end. You know who. And new. So next up, we have a horse, a fennec fox, and a cactus in the desert, which requires a background, of course, and then a little bit of context for the sand. So there's going to be the background. So now I can put the prompt in here. Perfect. I can go back to seeing chat. An Ember Dragon looks like Bingo from Bluey. And there's a big Hot Pocket too, yeah. I guess I was just inspired. Just inspired. Ah, hey, that's the name of one of our people, isn't it? I just got a text from somebody replying. So I mentioned at church I wasn't feeling well and I had a medical episode. A couple of people were concerned, and so I sent them a text when I got home. I was like, hey, got home safely, no traffic casualties, you know, haha. One of them just texted back and they're like, woohoo! Woohoo! All right, so we have a horse coming right up, a fennec fox, and a cactus in the desert. I think I can do a cactus pretty easily. Not that thick yet. And let's do it a little darker. Yeah, that's a cactus. For sure. And then I think they have little spikes, right? Either that or I'm drawing an octopus. But I think this is absolutely just a cactus. And why would there be an octopus in the middle of the desert, right? This is definitely not an ocean that has been dried after the fact, right? We didn't set Infinity Sea after this desert. It's all good. All fine. All fine and dandy, isn't it? Alright, and then we just need really tiny light green spikes. These are the biggest spikes. Because this is interpretive art, alright? Very good cactus spikes. They're also just olives. They're olives. And they're on really big toothpicks, alright? Alright, so there's your cactus. Hello, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, Mari. We are taking commissions. We have already done quite a few amazing things, like we started with a nice warm-up of a pink pineapple, and then we did an angry little pasta for Cozy. We did a snake sleeping around a watermelon for Legend. We did King and Ida just together. This is definitely King and this is definitely Ida. And then we also, most recently, did Blue Jay fighting an Ember Dragon in the Nether over a Hot Pocket. And I know you didn't need me to read that out loud because every single picture is just very obviously all of that, but I wanted to narrate in case somebody was watching without being able to see what was going on. Now they're able to really just conveniently picture everything exactly as I painted it because there's nothing else it could look like. How you doing, Mari? It's good to see you. Now I get to do a Fennec Fox, but I don't know what a Fennec Fox is. In fact, I don't know that I remember what a fox looks like. But we're gonna do our best because I am not allowed to... I'm not allowed to check. I'm not allowed to make references. So we're just gonna make a cute little fox curled up next to the cactus. Ember says, welcome to the wonderful art chaos of this stream. I'm a dragon now. Roar! Alright. And we're just gonna go really light. Maybe go orange. For the ears. Ember says, gasp! Simply put, it's a sandy-like fox with big ears. That's the best I could do describing-wise. Okay. Well, I'm kind of getting it. I'll give it even bigger ears. Because you said it's even bigger ears. Then we need a face. I think they get whiskers, right? You can give it black eyes. It's very peacefully sleeping. And then that's his tail. Mari, I hope you're doing well. Glad you were able to make it. I can't see the difference. So we're gonna have to go lighter. Go sandier. Let's give it paws to rest his cute little face on. And then I think I just have to do B. Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was just me testing something. Yeah. This is definitely what a fox looks like. Yeah. And then a horse. I saved the best for last because the horse is going to be the most accurate horse you've ever seen. They have long faces, and don't ask me why. They have paws, and then a tummy, and then hind legs, and then a tail, and then another leg. And then you fill that in with a color very similar to it, right? And it's fine. All right. We've got a booty now. Oh, we need ears. There we go. We're gonna do at least one eye. And then a nose. And then, oh, it needs a mane. We need a mane. So let's do something kind of orange. Yeah, that's a horse. Don't forget the ears. I have the ears. They're right there. The ears are right there. The ears are right there. Do we need ears on the cactus? I'll give the cactus ears because you asked for it. It's gonna have green ears on one of them and then red ears on the other. A mane. All right. And then we're gonna sign it. To Ember. Bam. Safe. A horse, Fennec fox, and cactus in the desert. What have I done? I've made Lily go ear crazy. You have. Okay, and then we're also going to say and to legend. Because now we need a cup of water being poured out. Nobody's controlling this cup of water, by the way. It just is, all right? Eat. Okay. And then woo! Splash. And it's going everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Water, it's going everywhere. We've got highlights for the water. Just the water. Okay, I think it's great. It's a sentient cup of water. You're right. That's why we need a face. That's right. It's a very happy to hydrate cup of water. There we go. And now we can save this. File, save as, PNG. We're going to save it as in the desert, hydrating. Bam. Mari's here. Wake up, Fox. Ice Bucket Challenge. You guys remember that era? Weird time. I do. The ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. I wanted to do it. I never did. Ember says this is totally not the most confusing piece of art ever. Nope. No, you're correct, because whatever we do next is going to be the most confusing thing ever. It's a kangaroo doing a thumbs up. That era of the internet was weird, for sure. So, kangaroo doing a thumbs up. This one is for Cozy. We're gonna do it in a setting. And we'll do like on the street, because that's always where I see kangaroos, you know? And we're gonna do basic vanishing point stuff. Alright? So the road is this. And it goes do, 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 do. And then the kangaroo comes at you on the right because this is Australia and everything's backwards. I'm assuming there's also greenery. I'm not sure. I've never been. In fact, let's just do the rest of it as greenery. And then we'll put in little houses, right? Let's put a little red house here. Mari says, that sounds less confusing, to be honest. A kangaroo doing a thumbs up. It does sound like that, but that's where they trick you. That's where they get you. You think it's gonna be easy, and then it's not. Because you see, this is actually a circus tent. Because how do we get a kangaroo doing a thumbs up, but from the circus, right? So this is actually a circus tent. Mari says, kangaroos are famous metropolitans. It is known. Ooh. There we go. And then we gotta do like a dramatic reveal of the inside, which is literally just a darker red. And then like circus. Yeah. All right. So we got a circus very clearly. And then we're going to do a kangaroo doing a thumbs up. And I know what a kangaroo looks like, right? They look like Bugs Bunny mixed with a wrestler about to beat you up. So, it's going to be really easy to draw this art. In fact, this has a pretty sad background because this little guy has a home with the circus, but is actually wishing his dream is for somebody to take him away from the circus so that he can travel and explore the world, right? So, yeah. And he's just waiting for you to take him home. But he's got super buff arms, right? So we need to give him like a super round bicep real quick. That's his bicep. It's so strong. Maris's new eye doctor test image just dropped. Legend says it's not a circus, it's Macca's, aka McDonald's. Lols, jeez. We can give it eyes. We can give it a smile. And then we're gonna give it pupil. And then we need to give it legs. I forget if they have the donkey legs. I think they do. I also think they have like a little pouch. This is only for mamas, but you know what? We're gonna get a trans dad kangaroo. Because reasons. And then we're gonna headcanon that the kids are slightly lighter. And you can just see the ears. Yep. Yeah. This is exactly what you were picturing when you asked me for a kangaroo giving a thumbs up. Right, right, Justin? Mr. Conductor Press says, that's so sad. I feel bad for him. He's living his life. He's living his life. Amber says, poor little Rue just wants to be free from the circus life. Mari says, yes, Lily. Appeal to all the furries with this one. They will make you millions. They will all want to kiss the buff kangaroo. A trans dad kangaroo icon. With his dark, tragic past, too. Raise this kid away from the circus life. Be free. The lore. Tumblr will love him. Oh my gosh. This is the... You know what? I don't want to make him really buff. He's gonna be doing crisscross applesauce. Because that's what this is. Yeah. Yep, that's crisscross applesauce. Justices love it. Legend says that's totally accurate. Love it. Ember says, I hope we didn't run Justin off. How could we? I have it on good faith that Justin's gonna mod for me. We're gonna just give it a little lore. A little more lore. Did not know kangaroo legs could do that. It looks okay. Lol. Yeah. Woo. Okay. And let me sign this proudly. I'll do it in pink, my favorite color. Guys, when I went to bed at 3 a.m. last night, got up at 7 a.m. this morning, went to church, passed out at church, recovered, caused mass paranoia about why the girl collapsed at church, came home. I was like, you know, I've done a lot today. I think we can relax for the stream. We don't need to do a lot for stream. We're just gonna doodle. I think this is something special. It was not what I anticipated, but could we? Ketchup. Perfect to put on spaghetti. You're so right. Spaghetti. All right. Next, we have a smiling pizza. Smiling pizza. Yes. We can do this. It might be a little crispy, but that's okay. That's how you know you've got the really delicious cheesy crust pizza, right? Because you get all of that delicious golden cheese on top. All right. And then we just need a little more of that brown. And then, you know what? We needed a squiggle of ketchup. Because this pizza is so excited to be eaten. It already has the ketchup ready. Fantastic. 2. I don't know why I decided to do cursive all of a sudden. Star M. Beautiful. This is exactly what you were expecting, right? Right? A chill stream with a tired Lily and chat recommending wild art ideas. Okay? A gnome sitting or standing on a rock? It's not just a rock. Or it's not just a boulder. It's a rock. Ember says, that looks so cute. Legend says, love it. Mari says, a group of skeletons saluting to and kneeling before the ace flag would be a cool drawing. Noise. Noise. Adding that to the list. Why is that invisible here? There we go. I see it now. Ember! Mari can suggest things. Raccoon Gremlin, hello! Welcome to the stream. We are doing ridiculous things. Would you like to see what's happened already? Because it's gorgeous. I know if I just describe it as is, you'll immediately think of what we did. But for those of you who, some people don't have the ability to imagine things. So I'll show you guys. We started out with a nice little warm up with a pink pineapple. We then went into an angry little pasta. It's a little macaroni pasta that's angry, clearly. Then we got a little snake sleeping around a watermelon, really nice and cozy. I don't know if you are familiar with or watch The Owl House, but we drew King and Ida together. This is definitely not the character from the Backyardigans. And then if you play Minecraft, you'll instantly recognize this as a blue jay fighting an ember dragon over the Hot Pocket. It's probably my favorite part of Minecraft, to be honest. We also got a horse, a fennec fox, and a cactus in the desert with a sentient water cup spilling into the desert because hydrate so you don't dehydrate. And most recently, we're appealing to the trans furries with a trans dad kangaroo who escaped from a tragic life in the circus when he became a dad to this little Roo. He really likes ketchup, don't mind that. And he's just he's doing a thumbs up because he's trying to escape life in the circus to give his kid a new and better life. Raccoon does indeed watch The Owl House. Heck yeah. So guys, if you have any more suggestions, I am so down for drawing a lot of things, and it's gonna be so exactly what you were expecting every single time. Let me just save this one. Smiling pizza. Save. Let's do the next one. Ember says, I'm trans and a furry, so I love the kangaroo and little Roo. Legend says, a creeper with a diamond sword smiling. Mari says, put these in the Louvre right now. I know, right? Raccoon says, a raccoon perhaps. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine how you came up with that one. That's actually a really great one. We haven't done a raccoon yet. I do not apologize for anything that's about to happen, just so you know. You've seen the quality, you've seen my quality of art. You're clearly waiting and willing to invest your time and energy and attention to get a beautiful painting, and I'm so happy to provide that for you guys. A creeper with a diamond sword smiling. You guys have so many good ideas. I just have to make sure that I add them to the list. A raccoon. Ah! I can't see screen. There we go. Why start apologizing now? Never! Raccoon says, I'm sure it shall be glorious. Thank you, Raccoon. Raccoon. It is on the list. Alright, we now get to do spaghetti with ketchup. Which I personally think is the only appropriate way to eat either meal, right? You need a little pot pie dish, obvi. It's gonna be darker on the bottom because that's how it be. And then we're gonna actually finish that all around so we can fill it in. And then we're gonna add some nice pasta. Alright, pasta. Not green. Just pasta. Alright? And everyone knows that pasta is just great. Because it's spaghetti. We love the spaghetti. And it's just this. And then you kind of change the shade. And you add more squiggles. And then you change the shade. And you add more squiggles. And now you've got three-dimensional spaghetti. But it's not done yet because we need the ketchup. And that's gonna be the same exact thing as on the pizza. Except we're gonna, because the emphasis is on this ketchup, we're really going to add emphasis to this ketchup. It is most definitely just ketchup. Right? Everybody say right. Thank you. Alright, and then we just need to go back to this bright red, make it a little brighter. And we'll add a nice highlight to the top. Gorgeous. Does it kind of look like a worm? No, why would you say that? I don't draw worms unless you ask me to. I was asked to draw spaghetti with ketchup. And that's what I did. To Mari. Star M. There we go. Spaghetti with ketchup. Spaghetti with ketchup to Mari. Jay says, it took forever. We beat the Ender Dragon. Everybody says, right. Jay says, hey, y'all. And then everyone went, right. Yay! Go Jay! He beat the Ender Dragon! Let's go! Ember says, you missed the glorious art of me as an Ember Dragon and you as a Blue Jay fighting. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Beautiful food art. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, next one. Next one. We're catching back up to the raccoon. The raccoon was the most recent one. We've got about 5 ones to go. We got Chillstream. We've got Chillstream, Tired Lily, and chat recommending wild art ideas. Now I could just do what we're doing right now. Take a screenshot and just draw that over here. Lily, can you post a screenshot of the Ender Dragon picture after stream? Yes, I can indeed. I can also show it to you right now. It's gorgeous. This is the Blue Jay fighting the Ember Dragon over a Hot Pocket. It's wonderful. I know. You're welcome. Anywho, we have a chill stream. And when I think of stream, I think of you guys as little gremlin frogs. right? Your little guys, no gender attached. You're whatever gender, right? But you're just little guys, but you're little frog guys. And you guys are chill. So, I'm just gonna draw you guys as Amoguses in a frog green, because you're just chilling. And right now there's 8 of you, so we're gonna have to do some layering for this one. So we have 6, 7, and then let's do 8. Yeah. This'll work out. And then green. Yeah. So there's chat. And then we just have happy little chatters. You guys are just chill. Never mind the fact that you look like ghosts. You're just chill. Here, I'll give you faces. One of you's gonna be like, oh my gosh. And then the other is gonna have a little quirky smile. And then one of you's gonna have eyebrows. And then one of you's gonna have a happy face. And then one of you's gonna have another happy face and eyebrow. But just one. This one's gonna get a unibrow. And that's chat, right? So there's chill stream chat. Oh, but it's a chill stream, not a chill chat. Chat is recommending wild art ideas. So we're gonna go here. And then we're gonna go like this, and this, and this, and this. And then, yeah. And then Lily. Draw a Croak, ribbit, meow. Little guys, gender neutral. Amogus frogs, where frogs surrounding you and hopping around. Those are definitely Amogus frogs, no doubt. Back with dinner. Welcome back. Mari says banjo. Why are there so many songs about rainbows and what's on the other side? I don't actually remember the Rainbow Connection song, but I do know that you're referencing it, and it's Kermit. Amber says, aw, Rainbow Connection from Mari. Mari says, we're all frogs now. Had to do it. Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. Lily, draw a N existential lore piece with raccoons. Right? I think that's how you spell raccoons. Raccoon. Oh no, there's 2 C's. That's fine. We'll just give it another friend. Raccoons. Alright, and then we're gonna do Tired Lily. And then I know what Tired Lily looks like. I've seen Mari's fan art. And I'm gonna do fan art of Mari's fan art. How does it go? I think I have a face. And then I think I have skin. And then it, like, glitches away. And it's like... I don't know. I think I just gave myself cuts by accident. Oh, well. We're gonna give myself eyes. Yeah, I have eyes. I think one is blue. And one is yellow. And then I have, like, slits for pupils or something. And then I've got spiky hair. And then we've got to draw in the eye bags. Because it's a tired lily, right? Yeah. And then I have a horde uniform. And then I have arms again, I think. And then I'm going to be holding... Let's see. A paintbrush. And this is gonna have blue on it. Bam. Oh, I should probably finish giving myself hair. There we go. So we've got a chill stream. Oh, we need a chill stream. What's more chill than a nice pink background? Right? We're not gonna do all of the circles. Just the really main ones. Okay, I did all of the circles. Yeah, so we've got a nice chill stream. I think that counts, right? We'll do a nice little coffee cup of some sort. I said fill it in. Alright, and then we'll do coffee, even though I don't like coffee. It's a cozy vibe. Alright, and then let's just make it a heart. Bam! This is great. This is great. This is exactly what I look like and what you guys look like and what the chill stream with chat recommending wild art ideas looks like. Jay says, I started reading Project Hail Mary yesterday. Very good, but there are so many flashbacks. Yeah. Books are like that sometimes. Justin says, fan art of fan art is fan artception. Legend says a potato hugging cheese. Mari says, so we've been told, and some choose to believe, but I know they're wrong. Wait and see. Contemplating making a meme when you're done with this. Oh, mercy. I welcome it. Amber says, uh-huh. Alright. They're turning the frickin' frogs gay. Alright, potato hugging cheese. Alright. We've got it. Saved. Chill stream. Tired Lily. Chat recommending wild art ideas. And new. Now we have a really simple one, just a gnome sitting or standing on a rock. Here's a rock. And I don't remember what gnomes look like. I mean, I know what gnomes look like. What are you talking about? They have a face. And they have beards, which means we need a background. We're gonna do a green background because we're in the forest right now. Didn't you know? Don't you know? We're in the forest. We've got a beard. And I think gnomes have hats. Right? So it's basically Christmas. And then they also have eyes. But no mouths. That's what the beard is for. And then they're little round guys. But, I think they've got, like, jumpers on, right? So, he's just a little guy sitting on a rock, right? This is exactly what you were anticipating. There we go. And then we just need to do some clarification about what's going on with these lines. Yeah. And then we just fill it in with the skin color. And then we give him boots. Bam. So easy. I think a gnome sitting or standing on a rock was a while ago, maybe? I don't remember. Christmas gnomes are more basic. Oh well. Amber says, also simps, it's almost gay month once again. Happy early Pride. Raccoon says, I'm 95% sure the friggin' frogs were gay to begin with. Amber says, Lily, no. I mean, yes to the gay frogs, but no, not that me. Jay says, I haven't written any originals. Oh, right. I need to put out a cover this month. I haven't written any originals. Recently, I did pick up my ukulele again for the first time in a while today. Heck yeah, proud of you. Justin says, that gnome is so cute. Ember says, thanks, Raccoon. Ember says, it is actually adorable. Just happy Pride, y'all. No matter where you fall in the LGBT plus community, here you are, safe and loved. Jay says, what should I cover for Pride Month? Did you already do the Rainbow Connection? I forget who requested this one. I'm just gonna title it Gnome. I think it was Ember. Sitting on a rock. Star am safe. Next. All right. A group of skeletons saluting to and kneeling before the ace flag. It was me, yeah. All right. Awesome. I'm glad you recognized it. I'm sorry I didn't in time. Ah. Okay. I know what the ace flag looks like. In exactly the right order. Uh-huh. Definitely. We start with a black base. And then we go... Wait, Ace versus Arrow. Hold up. So the Arrow Ace is the Sunset Spectrum. Ace is purple and Arrow is green. And then I think... Ah, screw it. I know I'm not doing references for any of the others, but I'm gonna reference this. Okay, black on the top, gray, white, purple. Okay. So we're gonna do a stripe of white. And we're gonna do a purple. And then a gray. And then... purple. And then skeletons. I'm super accurate, okay? So... this is a skeleton. Yep, this is definitely skeleton. We got the pelvic bone, and then it's actually got holes in it for some reason. And then we've got that. And then we've got this. And then we've got this. And I think there's just one bone in your leg. I don't think it's split like your arms are. Yeah, that's how hands look. This is also how feet look. I'm actually genuinely, all sarcasm aside, really surprised with my accuracy here. Was not expecting this to be a decent skeleton at the very least. I thought it was going to be really bad. It's pretty bad, but it's not too bad. I'm impressed. Jace says, what should I edit for Pride Month on the second channel? I did History Hates Lovers last year. I don't know. I'm biased to Owl House. And then... let's do another one, I guess? This is what I get for watching Crash Course in my free time. Baby, let's go. Yeah, okay. And then you can see through. Yep, that's a skeleton. Amber says, beautiful skeleton, all things considered. It is a total mood, an extra fingered mood. Raccoon says, you know when being ace gives your skeleton a giant six-fingered hand. Total mood. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Mr. Conductor Bro, have you ever tried drawing Unikitty from the Lego Movie? No, and I don't actually remember what that is. Unikitty from Lego Movie. I'm shooketh. Legend says, I was actually going to say this is an acceptable cheat for reference, in my opinion. Oh, thank you. Raccoon says black, gray, white, purple. Thank you, thank you. Raccoon says the tiny thumb. Legend says, I see 5 too. Alright, new poll. Wait, hold up. Where's the poll? Guys, where'd the poll go? There it is. Alright, most of you guys have not tried pink pineapple before, which is shocking me. New poll. How many fingers? 4, 5, 6, or 6, 7. For that, I understand if you all leave and never come back. Oh, wait, is that part of the poem? I'm trying to make these part of the poem because, okay, so anatomy lesson, you guys. Anatomy lesson. In your hand, unfortunately, I haven't paid to get the X-ray version of the camera, so you're going to have to imagine with me. However, in your arm, you have an ulna and a radius. I don't remember which one is which, but you've got 2 bones. One is over here, one is over here. And they connect to your hand, and you've got carpal bones. And there's like a bunch of them all stacked together. And then you've got metacarpals, and then you've got something at the tip. I think those might be called the phalanges, but it might just be your fingers are called phalanges. But you have a bone, and then a joint, and then a bone, and then a joint, and then a bone. So you can do this, right? So everywhere you can bend is a separation of bone and bone connected by a joint. Now, side education, I have something called EDS, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, specifically hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It means I can do weird stuff with my joints like this. That means that the joints, the connective tissue in my joints between those bones is so stretchy, it doesn't keep my joints in place. That's why I dislocated my shoulder in my sleep last night. Sorry. I was sorry too. I woke up and I'm like, oh, that's uncomfortable. It's back now, but it hurt and it's still sore. So every time you have a joint, you're interrupting bone. So there's another bone. And so if we go back to this, these are going to be your carpals. I was thinking this is going to be your metacarpal, you know, bone 1, bone 2, bone 3, right? So carpals, whatever these are, and your tippy fingers, right? Because I can't just, even with my condition, I can't just bend my bone, right? I'm a little more flexible, but not that flexible. Ever says Lily, you're not a Gen Alpha. Chill with the 6-7. No, please don't. I tease. Ever says, oh, your poor shoulder, not in your sleep too. Yeah, so we're keeping it nice and cozy. 60% of you guys say 5. 20% of you say 6, 7. A group of skeletons. That's 2. That's a group, right? Saluting 2, kneeling before the ace flag. Yeah. Okay. Can we try? Maybe we'll do one more right here. And then you see this. And that's the, yeah. Gonna do the exact amount. There we go. Yeah. Skeletons. Aren't you glad you came to stream? All right. Great. Oh, wait. I still have to sign it. We're going to sign it in blue. And do star M. A group of skeletons saluting to and about, kneeling before an ace flag. Flasag. Yep, that's it. Alright, guess what, guys? We made it to a creeper with the diamond sword smiling. 6 minus 7, I'm out. JK, JK. Alright, what did I just say? A creeper with the diamond sword smiling. Oh, that's creepy. That's creepy. Okay, we're gonna need a background of dark blue. We're gonna need a background of dark green. Right? And then we're gonna need a nice light green. Yep, that's what a creeper looks like. Uh-huh. All right, and then we're gonna go a little more specific. Just in case someone's unsure. We're almost to the raccoon. It's the last one. Yeah, that's definitely what a creeper looks like. And then I think it's got like dark green facial features. Right? That's kind of what a creeper looks like. Oh, it's got little legs, spindly legs. Yep, that's a creeper. Yep, that looks like a creeper for sure. Let me just close that real quick. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. This is a creeper, all right. And then we have a diamond sword. So, I'm gonna say it's going out here. And then it's gonna be bright white. And then it's also gonna be kind of like teal. And we got a handle. And then you said it has to be smiling. So let's do... an overlay of a smile, because that makes sense, right? It's not good enough. You know, I can do better. We can do a little vanilla tree. Right? Just texture the tree. And then add in the green block leaves. And then We just color them in. That's a tree in Minecraft, for sure. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. That's it. That's perfect. Oh, I need to sign it first. I'm gonna sign it in yeller. Star M. Creeper holding diamond sword smiling. Next! Raccoon says, but it doesn't have arms. How does it hold the sword? Telepathy? Justin says, with the powers of video game logic. Indeed. Legend says, so cute. Ember says, maybe it holds a sword in its mouth. Raccoon says, I like this idea. Legend says, new fear unlocked. Oh no. Guys, 60% of you agree that there's 5 fingers. Okay. Okay. Alright, what was it? I just had a raccoon. I just have a raccoon request. I can do a raccoon. Let's give it a little dumpster fire behind. Let's see. Dumpster fires usually are green. I'm writing a story where the main character got attacked by a dumpster. Not the dumpster was sentient and attacked them, but like she was taking the trash out at this cafe called Sleepy Bandit Cafe, and yeah, she got attacked by a bandit. Sucks to be her, I guess. Alright, so we got the trash, and then we got the flames. We're gonna make this an arson raccoon, right? Because life is better with friends and arson. Or rather, arson is better with friends and snacks. Guys, real quick. I made a sticker. Arson is better with friends and snacks. Isn't that so cool? So fun. Anyways, back to the raccoon. Let's see. It's a great raccoon. Raccoons have a face. Actually, let's do the face a little higher. Raccoons have a face. They've got little cute ears. They've got a face. They've got a body. They've got a leg and a leg. We're gonna make this a very confident little raccoon. And then all right, and then we're gonna do little stripes. We're gonna do something for the ears. We're gonna do all right, a little raccoon belly. And then I think there's usually like stripes, right? Yeah. And then we've also got a nice, oop, let's make it a white iris. And then a big black pupil because we're looking at something really exciting. And then We're gonna see reflection of other fires. This is exactly what raccoons look like, just so you know. Can't forget the tail. Yeah, that looks like a tail. I've recently seen a raccoon, so I know what I'm doing. And then they kind of look like a cat, but they're not a cat. They're a raccoon. A raccoon says, "It's time!" And she got thrown into a dumpster? Aw, cute. Not yet. Justin says that sticker is so cute and cool. Thank you. Raccoon says, I need the sticker. Yay! Ember says, I also need the sticker. Yay! Justin says, we all need the sticker. Yay! We're gonna label this, Chaos Raccoon. And then we're gonna go incorporated. Yeah, that's a raccoon. Did the raccoon start the dumpster fire? Justin says, I think it did, Ember. Raccoon says they have masks? Oh, they have masks. My bad. I had this raccoon breathing it in, all that air. Let's make it one of those fancy, very good coverage masks. Yeah. Do they also have balaclavas? Yeah. This is definitely... And then we just have to make it a little less black for some highlights. And then bam. Oh, there's a mask around the eyes too? Aw, dang it. We're just gonna give it goggles then. I gave it an N95 mask and it's got goggles. Yeah, definitely. That definitely looks like a raccoon. You guys are right. Goggles do work better. Yeah. I think it's got pockets. That's how I drew it, apparently. Let's give it some context, shall we? It needs to oh, not quite yet. Wow! Wow! Whoa, not that light green. Let's do a dark. Yeah. And then more fire. More fire. Let's set the world on fire. I don't want to set the world on fire. Why are there so many songs about the world being on fire? Why not, like, inspiration about setting it more on fire, huh? Eehee! Wahoo! Yahee! Woo! Okay. There we go. Will Tire Lily have any memory of the stream and these beautiful pieces of art? Who knows, but we love her anyways. This is amazing, OMG, the new channel mascot. I think this is going to be Raccoon Gremlin's new channel mascot. So because I want to honor that, I'm just going to really small sign it so that you can benefit from this. R.I.P. Dago, no longer the mascot. This is the Trash Fire Raccoon. Raccoon says it's perfect, don't worry. Yay! Alright, I feel like I want to use this aqua somewhere. So, let's give it a little hat. Just the tiniest little hat. I don't want to set the world on fire. That's a lie. Kind of the point of these commissions are you guys get to use them. Oh, let's give it a little fun detail. Yeah. A new idea to go also in fire in some context. I got inspired by Jay-Z moat. Justin, why did you delete your wife's message? What? This is Legend of Seats sent this is amazing OMG. And then, oh my gosh, you made it your profile in real life. Oh my gosh. I love that. I'm glad that this could bring you joy. Justin said this is amazing OMG and then Legend deleted it. Or no, Legend said that and then Justin deleted it. Justin, you okay? My phone went weird. We had a fight. Yeah, in the Metopia. Yay! Oh no, I know. Oh, okay. Alright, well, let me save this as Chaos or Gremlin Raccoon profile pick and Chaos Arson Trash Dumpster. Yeah! This is great, isn't it? Aren't we so glad this happened? We've even got a little hat. Alright, next drawing. We got a potato hugging cheese. Y'all are hungry. But I appreciate the food stuff, because I did learn how to draw foods, not animals. Okay. I gotta get this so that they're definitely hugging each other. Yeah. Yeah. And then... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Woo! Potato hugging cheese. We'll have the cheese hug back. Yay! Raccoon says I gotta go do evil laundry now. Farewell. Thank you for coming. Good to see you. And enjoy your profile picture. Mari says check your notifs, Illy. Okay. I respond to yelling. My fan art of your fan art of my fan art of your cosplay. Who am I kidding? I can't compete with the majesty of yours. 10. Why is it not caps? 10 out of 10. Amazing. OMG. Love this. I love how you put the reference picture too. This is Legend says, farewell, Raccoon. Enjoy your profile pic and good luck with laundry. Heck yeah. How about me feeding a chat a giant smiling pizza? Oh my gosh. Justin. Oh no. Share. Repost. Look, it's me! Mari wins. There we go. It wasn't a competition. Oh well. Have I mentioned that the Cozy Beard has been uploading his VODs to YouTube? And you can watch the chaos after the fact? It's great. We get six long form and 4 short form. I'm in most of them because I talk a lot. And it's a really great thing. And I hear, this is insider information. I hear that there's a very important, exciting announcement happening sometime in June. I believe it was on a Monday. And we are all very excited to hear about this update. Something to do with the channel. And it's gonna be so hype. I'm excited. So, if you would like to see more of our very own Justin Umbreon, go check out the Cozy Beard. And then, did you know he's married? What? To none other than the Legend of Seats. I know you're on the edge of your seats about the Cozy Beard's announcement, but just you wait. You can sit back and enjoy hours of Minecraft content where we've got different thumbnails. It's amazing. You're doing great. She's doing Minecraft, and then she's also been streaming, and it's been fantastic. She apparently does not love her husband, and Justin finally got back at her and deleted her comment, I guess. We got Family Friendly Friday and Minecraft Monday, and it's a whole bunch of fun. We love it. Love to see it. All right. Yay, Cozy Beard! Go, go, honey, says Legend. Let me see if I can find... I think I did a shout-out in Streamlabs somewhere. I might have a shout-out. Commands. Shout out. Discord, emotes, how to quote, hug, hydrate, kind, lurk, meds, puzzle, roast me, roll, rules, send, shadow, shout out, something, watch time. No, I don't have a shout out for this. It's only a mix it up. Anywho, it's very exciting. Big agree, Amber. Legend says, thanks for the shout out. You're welcome. Very exciting. Eek. If anybody else wants a shout out, let me know. I give shout outs. Alright. What was this about? Potato hugging cheese. We're gonna do... Okay, I guess they're just romantically involved now. Okay. That's fine. I mean, did we really even doubt that potato and cheese weren't romantically involved? I mean, it's pretty clear. Let's do this. Let's do... Yeah. Fantastic. Potato hugging cheese. Justice says, appreciate the shout out, buddy. Mari says, cheesy potato Yuri, perhaps. Ember says, love the couple shout out of the couple. Heck yeah. Mari says, shout out to Gino. Gino. I'm putting it over here. Hold up. Gino. Who's Gino? Gino is AI. This looks AI. Is he okay? Does he get enough sleep? He's got very heavy eye bags. Why is everything one word except for top of the stairs? This is very I'm very confused. But Gino, maybe you can't hear me, and that's why I need to shout you out. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now we're up to Unikitty from Lego Movie. No, not that guy. I was referencing OddTube. Okay. I've never heard of that. Let's go see. OddTube. I'm sure this is fine. Lexi's World, PPS Kids. Shout out Gino from OddTube. Yay! Hey, look, my comic got a heart from Mari the Dreadful Spook. Let's go. Wahoo! Yippee! Wahoo! Let's go! Woo! Go, Gino! Okay. Gino indeed looks AI. Hit 2010's PBS sensation. What was I drawing again? Right, Unikitty from Lego Movie. I'm confused and concerned. Yeah, me too. Unikitty. I feel like Unikitty, is that the one that's got the Pop-Tart and is crap and rainbows? I think this is Unikitty. This is my understanding. If it's not, please don't educate me. I don't know that I want to be. This might just be Nyan Cat. And I'm okay with that. So we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do a rainbow. Because this is my understanding of Unikitty. As you guys explain Unikitty to me, I will add that, but I don't get to take away. So whatever I do is permanent. Just so you know. Alright. Okay, and then we've got like a Pop-Tart attached to the cat for some reason. I think. And then like strawberry Pop-Tart, right? That's Unikitty. Justin says I missed Nyan Cat. Oh, is this Nyan Cat? Mari's message retracted. Jay says, that's Nyan Cat, not Unikitty. Did you just know Nyan Cat has a website? Did you know Nyan Cat has a website? It's just nyan.cat. Do you want the Unikitty lore? Yes, please, Mari. What else happens? There's also rainbow sprinkles, probably. Oh yeah, I came out to people at my church as somebody who thought that the Australian flag was the British flag remixed. And I didn't get shunned. I thought that was important data. Okay. This is interesting, but that's fine. We're just gonna keep on doing cat stuff. It's Unikitty if I put the name Unikitty on the cat tag, right? That's how it works. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely Unikitty. Currently listening to the OG Nyan Cat song on said site. I am at peace. Ever since I found out a few months ago and have never looked back since about the Nyan Cat website. Where has the site been all these years? Why am I just now finding it out? Now, I love it. Currently listening to the OG Nyan Cat song on said site. I'm at peace. Mari says she's a pink cat with a blue unicorn horn. She's made out of Lego bricks. She's the princess of Cloud Coco Land. She's friends with Batman. Oh, okay. So, Express. Because she's the princess, she has the Nyan Cat helping her. So we're gonna get Batman in here. I'll fix it right up, don't worry. We're gonna get Batman. He's allergic to bats. Yeah. I must adopt all the angsty orphans. Yeah. That's his catchphrase. And then oh, he says Bazinga, Obby. Thank you for catching that, because that's the first thing he says, right? Yeah. But this time it's going to be in black, and then the text is going to be in yellow, and it's going to be great. This is going to be too big. Maybe I'll fit it. I fit it perfectly! I'm the queen of fitting things perfectly. All right, Bazinga! I must adopt all the angsty orphans. Yeah. And then we've got a pink cat. That's Nyan Cat? No, Unikitty. So Unikitty? sitting down. We've come full circle to the pineapple at the beginning of stream. And then we just go a little darker, I guess. Yeah. This is Unicat. Yep. Blue unicorn horn. We're gonna make it turquoise. Yep. That's what she looks like. And then soulless eyes. Yeah. We're almost there. We just need ears and then a nose. And this is Princess Unikitty riding on the Nyan Cat Express with her best friend, Batman. I wouldn't dare leave this without signing it because this is just a masterpiece, so... Bam. Unikitty from Lego Movie. Batman is known for adopting all the angsty orphans who show up at his home. Mari says... Oh, yeah. I read it. Yeah. This is great. Next. Alright. We have Justin feeding chat a smiling pizza. Alright. This one, I'm gonna have to take reference. Because we already did kind of look at Justin's thing, right? So... Where the heck? There it is. There you are. Alright. Eek. Come on, I just want to see your cute little... Open image and new tab. Can we do that? Yeah. Okay. So here's Justin, right? We've got this as a reference, at least. That's what I get for not visiting you for your wedding. Alright. And then... And then you're feeding chat a smiling pizza? Alright. So I'm imagining, right? We're at the zoo. Because you're a moderator, right? Most of chat is moderators, but, you know, you're one of the people at the zoo. You're the chief moderator, right? So, no offense to the other moderators. This is just the lore of this painting, right? So we're at the zoo, and, chat is in an enclosure. You guys are just all here. Just do this everywhere. Yeah. So there's not like a lot of chat, but there's enough of you guys that like you outnumber us if we let you go free. And who knows what'll happen if we let you go free. So there's an enclosure for chat. And it wraps around so that people can come visit. And then I'm thinking we're getting like an exclamation point from chat because you guys are so excited. You guys are super excited to receive this smiling pizza. Because it's the snack that smiles back. Pizza! It's got a soul. You guys like consuming souls, right? Let's just do this real quick. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are really excited. There's just a bunch of eyes. When you're excited, your eyes turn white. And then your mouths become Kirby black holes. But they're not as powerful as Kirby's. Not all of you get to have mouths. Or eyes. You all get mouths though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Consuming soul slaps. Bold of you to assume you can contain me. Your hubris shall be your undoing. Justin looks better than that. Justin says, honey, your art was great on that. Oh, don't worry. I'll give a nice, fresh, you know, it'll be nice and fresh. Okay? This is gonna be the best art you've ever seen. I don't... So, And then just, Yep. And then, ooh, I kind of backed myself into a corner, but that's okay. I can just do blue pants. Because you have a blue background, so it didn't really work out, but I don't, so I can do that. And then we're just gonna make you a beard. You are just a beard. There's just beard, right? That's our Justin. He's a cozy beard, right? And then I just want to say, by the way, Legend, you did great on the art. It's adorable. And anything that I say in which I say I'm gonna absolutely do amazing is entirely sarcastic. You did great. I think your art is amazing. And I am very glad that you did the art. Because it's adorable. We're gonna do yellow pizza. Iris says, I'm a chill soul. I don't mind being consumed. Beard with a mouth. Beard with no mouth. Mari says, he's just a beard. He's trying to go home. Justin says, that's why we feed you, Mari. Food to keep you satiated. Yeah. Yeah. I'll give you a face. Kinda, sort of. Not an actual face. Just enough of one that you're like, oh yeah, that's a face. Yep. And then I just have to draw it so that you are reaching over these bars. There we go. And then you've got like dark shoes on for some reason. So we're just going to give you dark shoe. Yep, that's fine. Wonderful. Ember says, hey, yes, Mari, epic and cozy beard crossover. Ember says, there we go. Mari says, going to leave for a bit. Should be back, but maybe not. 07. Thank you for coming. It was good to see you, Mari. Hope you enjoyed your art. All right. Yeah, I think we did good. Nothing could ever go wrong with this piece of art, ever. This is, of course, nothing compared to the gorgeous art that is right here. And I say that very seriously because our very own Legend of Seats did a fantastic and adorable job on this. Great job. So cute. Love the rainbow. Love the cute little character. We can see he's got a beard. That's so cool. You did great. Legend says, looks epic. No, you. All right. I just need to, I think chat belongs in a void, right? So then I will sign my name. Like that. Bam. Justin, feeding chat a smiling pizza. Legend says, my drawing was rushed. I could definitely do better. It was a quick sketch, basically. And it was still amazing, which is heckin' awesome. Alright, well, my dudes and all of the above. We have so much art that we've created today. I kind of gave up on who it was to after a while, but I think it's all gorgeous. Don't forget to hydrate so you don't dehydrate. Jay and Ember, I'm still curious. Who won the fight to the Hot Pocket? Ember, how are you liking Backyardigan era King hanging out with Ida? Legend, is the snake still sleeping? Cozy, is your pasta still angy? And about what? And chat, I hope you get the chance to try any sort of pineapple if you would like to. Because I think pineapple's pretty good. It's pretty metal. It digests you, but you digest it faster. Jay says, can you post a screenshot of the Ender Dragon picture? Of course. Actually, would you guys like to take screenshots of these? I'll go through them. Ready? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna hide chat when I find it. Here it is. Here you go. Should still be able to hear me. Yep. Jay definitely won and took me down with his wings and all. Legend says he angry that we just ate his family. I think I won. Ember says, lovely stream, gorgeous pieces of art. Can you post a screenshot? All right. I can screenshot this. Y'all feel free to screenshot these. I'm just going to go through these now that I've set it up in no particular order whatsoever. Enjoy the free art. Here is that Blue Jay fighting an Ember Dragon. Fight to the Hot Pocket. Lovely job. Did I forget to put on deodorant this morning? That's embarrassing. Oh well. I've done worse things and published it for strangers to see for all of eternity. I'm gonna just bring the music up for you. We just vibe. How's that? All right, next one. Woo-woo! Absolute chaos. I got maxed out there. Absolute chaos. It keeps on maxing me out because I'm too high. Legend, I hope your snake is still sleeping soundly. Cozy, I hope you enjoy your little angry little pasta. Ba-da-ba-boo, ba-da-ba-doo-doo, ba-dun-dun-dun, ba-da-ba-dun. Alright, we're back there. Let's go to... Okay, we did Pink Pineapple, Angry Little Pasta, Snake Sleeping, King and Ida, Horse, Fennec Fox, and a Cactus. Kangaroo doing a thumbs up. Yep. This is great. Absolutely great. Fantastic. Uh-huh. Smiling Pizza. Somehow the ketchup, we've established a bit of lore here. The ketchup in this one is not consistent. So the Smiling Pizza here is not consistent with the Smiling Pizza that Justin gives chat, which indicates that he licked off the ketchup, but we didn't see Justin with any ketchup in his beard. So that indicates something or someone else licked the ketchup off. And I think that's what happened with our little kangaroo. That's where we got that ketchup. Fun fact. All right. Next up, we have spaghetti with ketchup from Mari. Good job, me. I did great. The entire thing is just appetizing for sure. I'm so hungry right now looking at that. We've got a chill stream, Tired Lily. Chat recommending wild art ideas. Lily, draw an existential lore piece with raccoons, right? Alright, that should be good. Next up, we've got a gnome sitting on a rock. Like this is for Ember. are going to do a group of skeletons saluting to and kneeling before the ace flag would be a cool drawing. Here you go. That was for Mari, inspired by Mari. So tired you lost an arm. What are you talking about? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Yeah, okay, fine. I lost that arm. Fair enough. Oh, where did that... No, that's the foot. That's the foot. That's the leg. It's kneeling. It does look like I just dropped an arm. Yeah, fair enough. We have a creeper holding a diamond sword, smiling. Mahahahaha. This was for, Legend. We got a Legend. Alright, we have got a Gremlin Raccoon profile picture and Chaos Arson Trash Dumpster. Definitely 5 fingers, not 6. The eyes on the creeper is trippy, by the way. Heck yeah. Got a cool effect. Mr. Conductor Bro says, just to let you know that I'm close to finishing my new film next week. Heck yeah. Proud of you, bro. Good job. Alright. We have got potato hugging cheese. I believe that was for Justin. He had a lot of the food-related ones. I think he might be hungry. We're gonna do Unikitty from Lego Movie. This is Mr. Conductor Bros. I accidentally drew Neon Cat. Bazinga. However, we eventually got to Unikitty, and if you would like to see my drawing of Unikitty specifically, there you go. Low-key drew it with trans pride flag colors. The raccoon is probably one of my favorites. Heck yeah. Alright, one more time. There you go. Alright. And then I think we have the last one. Justin feeding chat a smiling pizza. And the ketchup is gone. Because the kangaroo, the trans dad kangaroo who left the circus to bring his son a better life. Or child. I guess child, a better life. Licked it off. Alright. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this brought you some semblance... Oh, that's wrong. I hope this brought you some semblance of joy today. That's gonna be it for stream, y'all. Had a fun time. Had some fun chatting, hanging, leaving some chaos in the stream. This was a fun time. Thanks for joining me. Tomorrow we will be streaming at 9 a.m. Let me check. What time are we streaming tomorrow? I really should know this. 9 a.m. Eastern Florida Standard Time. Bye, Justin. Thank you for starting the bye train. Ember says it sure did. Have a great week, y'all. Ember's joining the bye train. Bye! I will see you guys 9 a.m. sharp tomorrow morning. That is basically 12 hours from now plus 30 minutes. So 12 hours, 30 minutes from now, whatever time zone you are, 12 hours, 30 minutes. Bye, guys. Thank you, Legend, for joining the Bye Train. If anybody would like to join in with a bye, Jay joined the Bye Train. Just do what everybody else is doing. Exclamation point. Exclamation point. Redeem space bye. Legend says I'll try and listen in. Take care. Bye. I know you work very hard at your job, so please put your job before stream, but also I understand supporting and bye, guys. Thank you for joining me. I had a wonderful time, and I hope you guys get very good rest. Woo! I'm tired. Love you, bye! Gotta scroll down to find the ending screen.